This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
A couple say this was a terrifying situation, especially in the wake of the FedEx shooting just a couple of days ago. Here's what they had to say.
We can't go to school. We can't go to work. When you can't even go shopping. This is getting ridiculous. It's just getting ridiculous. This violence is just getting ridiculous.
What up? This is DC Channel Guns coming at you another gun video. Appreciate you watching, like, sharing, subscribe. So I want to thank y'all for coming over here. I appreciate the new people coming into the 2A community. I appreciate the comments and the love. Support your 2A channels, your gun channels, people. We need all the help we can. I appreciate y'all smash that like button, sharing on your favorite social media platform. And a huge shout out to y'all that come over here every single day through the good and the bad and ups and downs. Nothing moves in a straight line, people. So with that said, we're going to talk about some gun news, people. Tonight is 24/7 guns in the media right now and everything. So right now, you know, we hear all this stuff when it comes to guns, the bad side and stuff. But, you know, they're not talking about the good side, people. We're going to talk about the good side when it comes to firearms and everything. So right now, there was a good Samaritan. Now, when you're in public, people, for what we've been seeing in the headlines, people, you got to protect yourself. Things is happening all the time. You don't know where you're going to be at when something is going to happen. You don't know when it's going to go down. Nobody knows. But we do know that you got to be armed to protect yourself and stuff. And so with that said, we have a good Samaritan. This was a licensed firearm carrier. He was carrying a gun and everything, gun owner. And, you know, he was in Walmart. Now, he was in Walmart. Now, the Walmart security guard was pretty much, was seen, you know, saw a shoplifter and everything. So he stopped the shoplifter and approached him and everything. And when he approached the shoplifter, then the shoplifter pulled out a gun on the security guard. And, you know, when he pulled out the gun on the security guard, you had an armed citizen there, which had his firearm, who pulled his firearm at the time he seen that. And he fired shots at the shoplifter. Now, he fired 3 shots and he missed. Now, the shoplifter ran away and everything. But later on, the shoplifter was caught by police and everything. And, you know, pending his charges and stuff is still pending and everything. So I haven't seen the charges and stuff that he's getting. But I'm quite sure he's going to have a slew of charges for what he was doing and everything. So and then I think that the shoplifter had some warrants out and stuff like that. So I don't know if he was legally able to carry a gun. It looked like most likely he wasn't legally able to carry and stuff like that. So he'll be facing a slew of charges with that. But at the end of the day, people, this is some of the stuff that is happening out there. It gets unreported, flying under the radar. You have good Samaritans, armed citizens who are protecting people and protecting themselves and stuff like that. And we've been seeing in the headlines where there's people in situations that can't protect themselves because either they own these jobs and businesses, that all these retailers and stuff out here. And, you know, they're not protecting you, people. You're at danger and stuff like that. And, you know, them signs they put up, you know, firearm, no firearm beyond this point and stuff like that. I'm talking about, that's just good. That's good thinking, people, but that ain't what's happening. I'm talking about, so, you know, in this situation, it could have turned out different. I'm talking about, this security guard could have lost his life that day if it weren't for this armed citizen and stuff there. So I'm talking about, these things are happening on a daily basis. There are so many out there. They're not getting reported and stuff like that. But, you know, one thing I want to focus on when it comes to this story and everything, I'm talking about with the headlines and stuff, man, it seems like it's depressing gun owners from carrying. And I'm talking about, you know, if you're seen with a gun and stuff, you got bad intentions and everything. That's not the case. I've been looking at a lot of stuff and a lot of people in the comments and stuff like that. When you're carrying concealed, no one knows you have it, people. No one knows you have it and stuff like that. We can't be carrying reckless and stuff like that. But, you know, you're just blending in with public, you know, the ultimate surprise. You know, you're not being noticed and stuff like that. But in the event of something happened, you know, when you have a situation like this Walmart situation, or you have the other situation we've been running into, you might be in a position to save somebody's life, to stop something from happening, from stop people from more injuries happening and stuff like that. So I'm talking about, you know, you kind of got to, you know, be aware of what's going on and everything, and you got to kind of think and everything. So in a lot of these situations, they're going to be different, and it's going to be very quick, people. You ain't going to have much time to think about what is going on and stuff like that. So I'm talking about, there's a lot of things that you have to take in and stuff when you're carrying a firearm and stuff, and situation out there and stuff. But, a lot of these situations, people, you can't just jump into some situations because you don't know really what's going on and stuff. But you got to pay attention. But when you do see what's going on and know what's going on, people, you can act on some of these things. Now, I'm not in this situation now in the story for what, different things that I was looking at. Now, I don't know how quickly that the licensed gun owner pulled his firearm and started, shooting, firing shots initially. Now, I don't know if the shoplifter pointed, had took the gun and pointed towards the armed citizen license, this license to carry gun owner and stuff like that. I don't really know all that little part. Quite sure something happened for this gun owner to just start firing shots at him. But whatever it is, this licensed gun owner felt like his life was at threat at the time when he, was trying to stop whatever was going on. So I'm quite sure there's more details to it, people. This is just a short lens on what was going on and stuff. A lot of things sometimes don't get reported and be missing and stuff in there. But at the end of the day, people, this is some good news for gun owners, people, that, carrying a firearm works. And, you have the media and your politicians out here who wants to stop you from carrying everything, saying, hey, it doesn't work. It just make more gun violence out there, which that's not the case. I've been saying for a long time, there's a lot of law-abiding citizens who carry firearms on a daily basis who have saved them, saved others and stuff, and stopped things from happening. And so, this is the case. But then there's a lot of cases that you have citizens who wasn't armed and stuff, and guess what? They became victims. And we need to stop becoming victims, people. You need to save yourself and everything. And like I said before, for a situation where the police has to be called, in between there, people, you got to do what you got to do. You got to fight to live another day and everything. So these are some of the flying under the radar things that is out there. You have gun owners every single day, good Samaritans who are doing great things and stuff. They always talking about the bad side of the firearms and everything. It'll take a few bad apples, people, to ruin for everybody. And that's what the politicians are looking at. That's how a lot of these gun laws is pretty much being thrown out there, people. They take these few bad apples and they want everybody to pay for them. For a long time, if you've been watching me for a long time, I have stressed this at one point at a time. And, I don't stress it as much as I used to. Why is, the people who are doing everything they're supposed to, you have law-abiding citizens not breaking the law. Why must we pay for what somebody else is doing? Why must I pay, for, have to get a law put against me as a law-abiding citizen for what somebody else done? We have to start putting these people who are breaking the laws, hold their foot to the fire. Stop trying to drag the law-abiding citizen who haven't done nothing into it. And that has seemed like been the rabbit hole to me for a long time. I know a lot of y'all tired and frustrated. I'm telling you, I'm the same way. I am, I'm sick and tired of, the narrative in the media that every time you have, a bad apple do something in the headlines and everything, all the law-abiding citizens must pay for it. We must ban it. We must ban this, ban that. When you have millions of law-abiding citizens who follow the law every single day, I'm talking about when you look at statistics, people, a lot of people don't look at this, but when you look at when things are happening on a scale with whatever part or firearm, whatever they're trying to throw out in the media, on a small scale, people, there's a lot of people who own these items who are not committing these crimes and stuff. It's just the same little group that we constantly see in the headlines are just using these devices or whatever the case may be, parts or firearms and stuff, for their crime and stuff like that, and their things that they're doing. So I feel like, we shouldn't be held accountable. And that seems like where all these laws are just pretty much going against the law-abiding citizen, restricting the law-abiding citizen, giving the criminals and all these other people doing bad things free range. And that's the reason why this gun violence stuff is out of control, because your politicians have not solved the problem yet. But I'm giving you some good news, people. This is what's going on and everything. So I just want to break some of that gun news to you and everything. So this is DC Channel Guns, and I'll catch you on the next one.
This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.